Today is Sunday, the weekend. I received my weekly wage yesterday and my wallet is full. Please accept my invitation for the dinner ya Mualim Sardina. You are always a good person ya Abdou. But since when ya wallet did El Subian invite El Moliamin? Save your money for your marriage. I know that you and El Fatma are in love, which should ultimately result in a marriage. Inshallah ya Mualim very soon. Look ya Walla, I knew from a refined source that the pig called Morsi, the foreman in our agency, had requested El Fatma for marriage and she refused. I think she refused because she is waiting for a certain idiot and moron to move ahead in this connection. Look ya Walla, next Sunday I will go with you to Fatma's family home to request Fatma to marry you. Understood. But, if. No buts or ifs. It is a carrot crushed by a young foal. Next Sunday means next Sunday. No reluctance or hesitation. This file is temporarily closed and let me now start to talk about depreciation of property, plant, and equipment. Okay ya Mualim, please go ahead. Depreciation is the process of systematically and rationally allocating the depreciable base of a tangible capital asset over its expected useful life. Before we go further, your last statement is a minefield. First, please explain how the asset's depreciable base is calculated. Good question ya Abdou Yarisel but Fatma. An asset's depreciable base equals historical cost minus salvage value minus recognized impairment losses. What is the salvage value ya Mualim? Salvage value, it also called residual value, is the amount the entity expects to obtain from disposal of the asset at the end of asset's useful life. I am sorry to ask you some elementary questions. What is the asset's expected useful life? Ask whatever ya Abdou, it indicates that you are interested and do not like to miss any. An asset's useful life is an estimated period over which services or economic benefits are expected to be obtained from the use of the asset. Is the expected useful life of a capital asset applicable to all capital assets including land? No ya Abdou, land has an indefinite useful life and therefore must not be depreciated. Thus, the depreciable base of a property that consists of land and building is the building only. How to recognize the periodic depreciation expense in the books of account? The periodic depreciation expense is recognized in the income statement. Accumulated depreciation is a contra asset account. I mean that the debit is to depreciation expense and the credit to accumulated depreciation. I appreciate. Would you give me an example on how to arrive at the asset's depreciable base? Okay. Assume that El Hag Soso and Sons Company, our competitor in Kaabish and El Libini district, recently acquired a robot to be used in its fully automated factory for a purchase price of $850,000. The company spent another $150,000 for installation and testing the robot. The company expects that the robot will have 5 years useful life and can be sold at the end of that time at $100,000. You are required to calculate this asset's depreciable base? Although I am afraid that my answer will be incorrect, but I think I should first arrive at the historical cost of the robot, which consists of $850,000, the purchase price, plus $150,000, the cost of installation and testing. Thus, the historical cost is $1 million. Then I should subtract the estimated salvage value of $100,000 from the historical cost. Thus, the depreciable base is $900,000, $1 million minus $100,000. Is this correct, ya Mualim? You are absolutely correct. Do not be ever afraid of the wrong answer. You are in learning stage, and we all learn from our mistakes. Is there any difference between GAAP and IFRS in this connection? Under IFRS, each part of an item with a cost significant to the total cost must be depreciated separately. But an entity may separately depreciate parts that are not significant. What do you plan to talk about in the next session, ya Mualim Sardina? In next session, I plan to talk about different depreciation method. Thank you, ya Mualim. Do not forget to pay the bill.